welcome, and I'm happy that to be here with you. It's going to be a friendly stuff, so just relax, and it's an opportunity for you to be able to speak to your people out there, who you are. So now, what I want to do, who is Honorable Jonny Kpehe?
The name Jonny Kpehe hails from Bong County. My late mother named Hannah Bada, Bada. My father named Jonny Kpehe Sr. I was born and grew up in Plato-ta, Bong County. Married to a Joirquelleh pretty woman, teacher number 2, Princess Kpehe. Got 7 kids. Attended Cuttington University. Got a Master of Recent. Want to graduate in management. And you can name it on and on. And a businessman and an entrepreneur.
Wow, interesting. So much. I believe you could go on and on and on and on, right? Yeah. Okay, so what is your biggest accomplishment as a person and a politician?
My biggest accomplishment in life has to do with giving back to humanity. Okay. That has been my passion since birth, and it has all well for me in all of my endeavors, in transforming life, in giving back to society.
Wow, interesting. So how has your involvement into politics shaped you? So out of politics and now in politics, how have that shaped you?
If you look at my past history, coming from a humble beginning, politics has just added more to my orientation. If you want to be a public servant, you should be more of a quiet, honest, good-going. So of recent, I have been shifted from that in-house person to that outdoor person, in reaching out to people, in making sure that their business social needs have been met over the period through humanity.
Wow, interesting. So what really motivated you to run for a senatorial seat in Bong County? What really motivated you?
If you look at the statistics of farmers in Bong County, you realize that our mothers, they are more of a farmer than we the men. So looking at them growing us up, and knowing them to be a single mother, motivated me a whole lot to see how best I can be a help to a single mother and to change their life. If you actually look at how we are shaped as a kid, our parents take us to the farm, our mother take us to the farm, and our father, trust me, I'm no disrespect, but we are more into producing family and leaving them than maintaining the family. So it have driven me to the point that I want to have more of a women empowerment in the county to see how best they can be able to help their younger ones to go back to school and be able to shape their life.
Awesome. So in this case, what specific issues do you plan to address if, or should I say when elected as a senator for Bong County? What specific?
Education, health, and transformation with our younger breed now. If you check in Liberia, the issue of drugs have been one of the key things that really take our younger ones from school. So one of the main issues I want to tackle would be how to transform them from the street to school, and how to give them the opportunity through empowering the various schools so they can be able to have better education. And also I want to also change the health sector to make sure that our mothers will have better health care in the county. If you should know better, you should know our county, the districts that we move in every day. You realize that the infant mortality rate is very high. Before our sisters reach to those clinics and other places, you realize that they have miscarriage. Sometimes they give birth before I arrive, the baby die. So I want to tackle those issues to see how we can help to transform the county and make the county a better one.
Okay, that's very crucial, because that plays, as a senator or lawmaker, play a pivotal role when it comes to that. Then that sends me to my next question: how do you plan? Because you alone, definitely you alone cannot, as a lawmaker, as when you are elected as a senator. So how do you plan to collaborate with other politicians to achieve your goal?
And what I try to do of recent is not to bring disunity among ourselves. So the best I started to do, I started to work with other lawmakers, incoming lawmakers, to create a situation where when we are elected, we should work together. So I chose not to give my support to just anybody right now. That I started working on. I chose to work with almost everybody in the county so that I want to have a unilateral caucus. When you have a unilateral caucus, you realize that you achieve more than you will have to split the county apart.
Okay. So now, then, what sets you apart, right, from other candidates running for this same seat? What makes you different?
Doing things that other people refuse to do before you take state power. This will shock you. We have not been elected in the senatorial seat, but what we have done of recent in the county, I'm not bragging, but no normal politician can do that. What we did was to pave most of the roads in Bong County, the city centers, other areas. We were to bring in pharmaceuticals for the hospitals, CB Doma, Beaumont Hospital, yes, and Phoebe Hospital. We brought in few oxygen machines for all of the hospitals also. We have not even started. We have not even taken public office. But other politicians want to get there before they start to implement what they want to do. For us, trust me, there is not too much our take to our heart. This is something that we know fully well that our people need. All of the year we've been in Bong County, since 1964, trust me, I've been saying the street of Bong County like that since I was born, since I was a kid. And up to today, it's still the same. What difference can we make it to be? So we try to even bring up recent the traffic lights to change, to install a traffic light in the county. We try to bring in a few ambulances that's already set up for the county that will be using it at a point where you only just make the telephone call, we rush to you to see how we can save life.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. So let me just now you are a private citizen, an aspirant senator. Now, doing all this great stuff, let me ask you this: have you gotten support from the government?
Up to now, we have tried to reach out to national government to be of help to us personally, but this I will tell you. We got an organizational conference of Jonny in the diaspora, okay, and we got a conference of Jonny in West Africa that also helped me out. When we first started the agriculture project, we told them to open our own account called PURT, putting our resources together. So I want to incorporate a lot of young people that work in government and other government, and also giving that kind of aid to us. Right now we produce our own rice to the market. I can show you sample of this rice we produce to the market, and we're into other small mini businesses, car rental service, just to see how best we can gather some fund to give back to our people.
So as a private citizen, it seems that you have done so much. Now, after elected to be a senator, how do you plan to engage and represent the interests of your constituents?
like I always told people, I always want to change the story of Bong County. And in doing that, I want to make sure that I want also run Bong County like an NGO. You open your various offices in all of the district, and you get people to give you all of the information you need to account for those things that you promise the people that you're going to do. Take for instance, the last time I was making some analysis, I told the people that if for any reason that we want to do away with concrete bricks in various schools in the various district, you just buy 13 power saw. You buy the 13 power saw, you install the 13 power saw, you give the 13 power saw to the 13 district. You got the raw material already in the forest. How much is the nail? You get a few packs of nail, and you got a local carpenters to change the story of them. You have people now producing their own benches and chairs within the school. You have your own blackboard there for people to work along with them.
You seem to have a contingent plan. So, what is your stance on healthcare? I know you talk about healthcare, the ambulances and all the was. So what's your stance on healthcare reform, and how do you plan to improve access to quality healthcare for all citizens of Bong County and Liberia at large?
I have always tried to play my part as an individual. So this time around, it is going to be huge. So I will have to partnership with national government. And also, I'll have to look out there to other local NGOs to be a help to us, because it's going to be a huge. I can do everything by myself.
Fantastic. So what's your position on the issue of violence? Let's talk about violence. Violence in the Republic of Liberia, but specifically your constituent, Bong County, whom you are going to serve. What is your stance on that?
I have been a peaceful person. If you check since I started my political sojourn, you check my Facebook pages, you check all of my documentation that have been putting over me. I have always told my people not to be violent, and I must say I have tried to practice that. I have been hit by wars with other politicians, but they are my brothers. They are not my enemies. After politics, there will be better friendship. Our interest, our personal patrimony is the county interest. The only difference between them are they got their own way of propagating their message. I got my own way of propagating my message. So their way of propagating the message will be hit. For me, I always call on people for unity. That's the reason why you see, if we are not unified, if we will not unify the county, there will be no good development in the county. Take for instance, there have been so many NGOs that have went to Bong County to give aid, to build schools, clinics, and what have you. Because there's unity. A lot of those things just stuck there, and nobody can do the job because somebody want to feel so bitter about the other person, somebody want to fight the other person, and it has gone on nowhere today. So on the issue of violence, I strongly go against violence, and I can assure you that with my team of recent I've been working with, we are doing extremely well when it comes to us minimizing those things. That's the reason why we signed the Family Declaration. We signed to live our commitment because the country is what we have. We don't have nowhere to go. Some of us were born right here, took our time, we travel from another country. And we know how far, I was like, almost my 38 to 40 years old before I was thinking about traveling out of the country.
Wow, interesting. So we'll take a break, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh Lord, we thank you for Jonny Kpehe, for what all he has done in the life of so many people. Oh, we thank you for Jonny Kpehe, for what all he has done in the life of so many people. We brothers thank God for you, Papa. Oh yeah, your employees thank God for you, Daddy. Oh yeah. My mommy thank God for you, Papa. Oh. My daddy thank God for you, Papa. Oh. Let me give you a flower, Papa, while you are alive. Oh. Let me give it to you, Mr. Jonny Kpehe. I want to thank you for all the things you have done, for better so. Papa, we are grateful. May God bless you. May God increase you. May God give you long life, prosperity and good health. Mr. Jonny Kpehe, Daddy, we thank you. Madam Kpehe, Mommy, we love you.
Once again, I will say thanks for being with us, and so now let's you from the beginning. You did mention about agriculture, and you also talk about manufacturing rice and all that stuff. So that brought to my mind unemployment in Liberia, which is a huge crisis in Liberia. So my question will be, what and how do you plan to address the issue of unemployment to create job opportunities for?
Yeah, of recent we started doing that. We did a farm, and the farm was able to employ a lot of people. Right. On our own, we did a farm, and we did almost like 25 to 30 persons on the farm already to employ them. That was doing regular cultivation, packaging of the rice, and also we did a mini investment into the school. I want to open my own personal school in Banga. Wow. to do employment. Another thing I started doing, I want to open my own hotel and a recreation area that also employ people. So I have been doing a lot on my own to see how best we can help to shift the lifestyle of other people, or to shift to find solution to the very important issue of other lives. So it has been so tough doing it by your own self. But like I said, with the help and the team that I do have, has been so instrumental in getting the job done. Many days they don't even sleep. We have to go in. We have to go and see our best. We will make them to carry the consignment on the farm, make them to see our best and pay the people on time. And it has helped. It has actually helped to put food on people on their tables. But doing it in a large scale now, with national government, I will have to open a very big industry. I pray to do so. My vision is to do a factory in Bong County. Because I started doing the mini rescue on a low, the red production on a low scale, and we try to do it on a large scale with the help of other partners and the government to come in.
Wow, interesting. It seems to me you have a full package.
But yeah.
Full package. So that switched my question to transparency. So, and accountability. So what measure will you take to promote such accountability, transparency, and in the national government?
Involvement.
Okay.
Involvement with other partners.
That's my question, right?
Yeah, involvement with everybody. Right. So when you involve everybody to participate in the developmental or any other agenda with the county,
right,
you don't have to ask for transparency, they will see it too.
Okay, and how are you going to implement that?
To give out of the documents, and the necessary document that we require of the county development form, to publish it on time, to make everybody be a part, the superintendent and whosoever to be a part. The caucus will have to do their own justification and also come away all of the documents that will be published.
So, I want to switch to education, but before we switch to education, opening, I ask you, who is Jonny? Right. What I didn't hear, or what I don't want to, push you to what maybe, like I see that you are a very private person.
Mm-hmm.
And from the day I met you, right. Let's just put politics one side, let's put your profession on one side. During your quiet time, what do you do?
I'm sociable.
Interesting.
I do a lot of swimming.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of swimming. I love jokes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I play a lot of jokes. I love kids. I always like to keep my kids around me.
Right.
And I don't go out for bigger friendship. I still maintain my friends from grade school to present.
Okay.
I don't go to club.
Right.
No, I don't go to club. I don't like too much BB places.
Right.
So I aside from politics, I just get one orientation. From my office to my house. And when I get there, my colleagues and I, what was to laugh about, we laugh about. What was to joke about, we joke about, and we get done with that.
I want to try to. Is it due to security or just you? It's just you as a person.
That's just me.
Right.
Ask anybody that know me. That's my orientation.
Oh, also.
Yeah, that's my orientation. I don't like too much flamboyance. I don't like to go BB places.
Right.
No, I don't do that.
Are you into football?
Oh yeah, I love football, but again, all be my team.
Hey, which
I got two teams, Manchester United and Lone Star.
Oh, Jesus.
But they all beat Manchester United and Lone Star, so they always get to me. So I don't put too much attention to it. Yeah.
So apart from Manchester, which team would you prefer?
No.
How strong are you when it comes to in terms of are you a diehard Manchester?
I don't put
even if Manchester is relegated, will you still be with Manchester?
Oh yes. I have never known any other team besides Manchester United.
Really?
Yeah. So what did they beat us? What did they do to us? I wouldn't mind. As far as I consider Manchester fan.
I thought you were those when Manchester is losing, they switch to.
Oh no. When the Lone Star myself get up play. When they beat Lone Star, I go to Manchester. They beat Manchester, I go back to Lone Star.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so now let's I mean, this is interesting. I'm getting to know you now, you know what I mean? Because it seems to me that, like you said, you are private. I saw that. Yeah. And you are actually, being private, you are also people's person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How many organizations do you really, you have in terms of non-profit organizations?
Non-profit organizations that I do have. I told you like I got a hotel. I told you that I got the rice farm. I told you that we do the building material store.
Right.
I got a clinic.
Right.
Yeah, so far, and I got a car rental service.
Oh, car rental service.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, now, what is your stance on education reform? And how do you plan to improve the quality of education in our country? So let me just be specific. When it comes to education for me right now is kind of dipping down. And I think lawmakers particularly really need to dive into it. So it's a crucial question I'm asking you. What is your stance on education reform? Do you think education be reformed?
Yeah. And if for any reason we have to do that, we have to do a commitment. The Ministry of Education will have to put their feet to the ground to get the job done. You can do all of the technicality when you come to doing the writing on the reform. The implementation process, that's the issue. There where we got the issues. You'll come up with a lot of suggestions that we have to be implemented. But if you just turn your back, a lot of them will never be implemented. As I speak to you right now, this will really shock you. 98% of our schools in Bong County, government schools in Bong County, that our teachers are not paid. Serious, I tell you. Our teachers. You go to visit the town, you go visit the area, at the end of the day, you see the parents, the teachers, everybody coming to meet you, asking you to pay for 2 months, 3 months of the teacher's salary. You will not believe that even if they refuses to even get their salary on time, they use the children to go on their farm and work for them. How are we going to eradicate those things? What happened to the county development fund that the teachers are supposed to benefit from? All those things are very key to the county.
Now, so education. So will you agree with me? Education has an impact or plays a pivotal role in not only national development, in our economy.
Sure.
Good. So how will you work towards bringing the economic gap between the citizens who can afford and those who cannot?
Like I said, empowerment. Our people ready in empowerment. Our people ready in empowerment. If they're not empowered, you can break those gaps. We have to empower them. And how I'm going to empower them is by creating jobs, opportunity for them.
That's correct. So from that comes to what I call corruption. What is your plan to address the issue of corruption in national government?
Very, very key. Corruption is something that I don't know. From day one in our country, to do away with it is a serious issue. You will try to do away with corruption in your house, but you don't know all those that live in your house that are more corrupt than the one corruption. You try to put in a system. In that system that you put in, you expect people to be held accountable and reliable for what they do there. At the end of the day, they create problems for you. So I will have to try my best to see how best I can make things right and straighten us when it comes to corruption. But I will just create more animosity for myself because I want the actual job to be done. It's an old age problem, but we can try to eradicate it. And together, we can do that together.
That's a very important thing that need to be. So, what action would you? So, we talk about people that are being marginalized. It's a key thing in Liberia. We have clique. It's a example is corruption.
Yeah.
Right. Example is corruption. So the question I want to ask you, which is very important because we need to address this issue. What action will you take to protect and promote the rights of marginalized communities and citizens?
I've always started to take some actions against myself before I talk about reaching out to them. That was the reason why I decided not to put people at loggerhead.
Right.
The first and foremost thing, unity is the key.
Yes.
If you have love for your people, you don't want to see them go at loggerhead. Even when somebody wrong you, you will reach up to them and tell them sorry and even bring them together. Just last weekend, I was in the county, and one of my big brother who also running for the senatorial position, I met him in his hometown. When I went to him, I went to speak to him. I did the traditional thing. I went to his feet. I begged him. I said, "How you doing?" He said, "I'm okay." He put his hand on my back. Then I stood and he shook my hand. That's love for the nation. That's peace you want to be a people. So if for any reason you have that kind of a love and that peace for them, you not sit down, you not sit there and be marginalized. Right. For no reason, you sit there and work.
That's a very good point. Okay. Wow. Now, let's come to the illegal substances being used. Is increasing. It's increasing. What is your stance on the usage of illegal drugs and substances as well as the consumption of drugs, alcohol by youth, and how do you plan to help? So that's what we're building this. We call this the Zogos and the Zogis.
I stand with the national government on that right now. With the recent bill passed, I stand with them. Because had it not been for that, trust me, things were already going out of hand. Things were getting out of hand. Things were getting worse. So with the recent bill passed, going to the house, we want to enforce that. It be very effective and active on those things. More especially when it comes to harmful drugs. The push alone, when you see the boys standing, like maybe they just put them in a situation where they can move. They got different names for them. And you will not believe that if you cannot help to change the life of those kids, they will change your kid. So I wouldn't sit there, yeah. I wouldn't.
Good point.
Yeah, so I would want to be a more key to that to the issue of justice, to help them to mold their mind through maybe we'll open a place for them where you keep them for a while. Maybe you have to reach to their parents to see how better can be a help to join you to fight to fight against the illicit drugs.
So we look at development. So how do you plan to promote sustainable economic development and attract investment to our country, Bong County, the country of Bong County? So one thing I studied about Liberia before I even decided to move back here. And what I've noticed, the question I ask myself, what Liberia lacks right now is investors coming here to. So what are your plans? What are you going to do?
The question to be, what are we doing for ourselves? Acceptance to oneself matters.
Right.
You get people crying, say you don't have food to sustain yourself, then you listen to go and make your own farm. Like I told you, to empower them would be the best we can do before we start to attract other investors to the country. Then people come and see what you made of. That was one of the reasons why we took the mantle to say, oh, we ourselves start producing rice, open a vegetable farm. I produced egg all in the country before. Chicken egg to the market. Yeah. So if we ourselves can take the stand as a national leader, they will have the courage to join us before we can start calling other partners to be able to see the best we can do. I think that's what matters.
So, Honorable, what do you think is Liberia's biggest challenge?
Liberia's biggest challenge right now is lack of unity. Lack of unity is our biggest challenge. If we can unify ourselves, we'll have all of the solutions that we want to have.
It's interesting. So what inspired you to do what you are doing now in Bong County? What really inspired you? Why Honorable Jonny Kpehe?
The cry of my mothers. I keep saying that. The cry of the less fortunate youth. I keep saying that. Our mothers are crying. They are farmers. Our fathers have left them. We take responsibility to take care of them. It's from that backdrop, I said to myself, I will have to take some authority into my hand to change their story. I tired seeing my sisters being given birth on the highway before reaching to the clinic. I tired seeing my mother coming from the farm fainting because she don't even have the paracetamol from cool to reach to the hospital. All the years I've been in Bong County, it has been an old age problem. And I believe that I can do better than that. That's the reason why I have not waited to say, oh, yeah, give me state power. I start to do what I'm doing right now.
But do you have, based on just getting to know you right now, the question I really want to ask you, do you have any personal connection to the issues you are advocating for? Do you have any connection with that?
If I should have quite a connection to me being a senator?
No, what you're advocating for, what you have been advocating for.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any connections? For example,
yeah.
If someone is a victim of...
My mom.
Great.
I grew up as a single, my mother was a single mother. My father left my mother when I grew up with her. I the only boy child for her, with my two siblings. I know what I went to even get a high school document. I know what I went to. I sold Kuwait. I did a lot. I even started working with Cuttington on 50% scholarship. I turned to a carpenter. Before I opened my own NGO. The first NGO I opened was YEP, Youth Environment Program. When I opened YEP, then I started to get contract from Africa, Liberia, Save the Children, NRC. I work with, yeah, I was their chief contractor. You ask Lauren Morris, Representative Lauren Morris, and the rest of the likes, they will let you know. So the money says they will let you know. So it has been a bad job. I just said to myself, hey, all the time in the health sector with the people, I see what's happening. When I go build in Sinyea Town, I see their cries. So I just said to myself, I have been connected to this thing, to what is happening in the county. So it's about time that we all join hands. I think my colleagues there, they are all single mother children. So all these are just putting our hands together to get the job done. And we're not going over there because we want to just go and take power. But you have always, we have said, we have just showed to you, I show the ambulance, right. I show you the rice. I just tell you what we have been doing without having the political power.
Now let's come to children selling in the street. You know, when you are driving, in the, you see kids. I mean, as I can say, if I'm not mistaken, as low as 10 selling in the street.
We're just going back to the same questions and questions and questions. If our mother had been taken care of properly with our father and taking care of the home, would the kids go on the street? They won't.
That's $1 million question.
They won't go on the street. But they left us with our mother, and we need to help to change the story. Maybe to even bring food in the house too. We have to tend to be, you know, a lot of the young people would tend to be men before our real age, manhood age, because we have been abandoned in the home with our mothers, and keep affecting our minds, affecting society, affecting our next generation. So we have to. We can keep sitting.
So let's switch to the entertainment industry. It has been our biggest challenge in Liberia. It's compared to Nigeria, Ghana. What, as a lawmaker, an aspiring lawmaker, when you are elected, what contribution can you do within the entertainment industry?
You know, I just left us something that I didn't tell you. I love music. And because of that, I have helped a lot of them.
There we go.
The likes of Teddy Ra, I helped to support him. CRC, Vero, you can name them. I make sure that they get their record deals on time. I make sure that when they have an issue to travel, I make sure they get out of the country for outside exposure. So, me being elected as a senator, that's just one key part I would not joke with, because it bring back tourism. Because you see Bong County,
culture and
tourism. You see Bong County right now, Bong County got 2 million tourism sites. So with entertainment blending with that, trust me, you got good city to invest, to invite investors, they will overcome, they want to sit, to see recreation, to a lot. So that era, the entertainment era, that one of my me era that I really love.
From what I see, from your humble beginning, you know, climbing up to where you are now, I want you to look at this camera. What advice you have with the young folks that are looking at you as a role model? I want you to speak to them. And after that, I want you to speak in your dialect to the Bong County people. Right.
Okay. Yeah, I always tell people, from your humble beginning, you will know your future. I have been very humble from the day I was born to present. That what brought me to this point. I will tell you, for crying out loud, when you see my bosses, and my bosses know my potential, they sometimes wonder, what kind of young man is this? I don't treat any human that was born of flesh and blood with negativity. I always lay my life down because I know what I come from. I don't treat my co-workers like I'm the boss. I will know fully whether they are the boss. I'm just another servant. So, to my lay brothers and sisters in Bong County, I will say to you, to get to where I am today, it was not medicine. It's all because of love and respect that I have for other people. And I know my demarcation when you come to life expectancy. So I always want to tell you people, please, in the name of God, respect your elderly brothers. I see a lot of us today in the county, a lot of us. We don't have no respect. As soon as they say we'll get one motorbike, we reach king. As soon as they say you know how to rock it means you the big brother in the house now. And we don't blame you people too. Because like I said, some of us stand men before our actual age. But don't forget that we have a culture. And our culture dictates that we respect our elderly people and our mothers. Until then, success for us will be very high. I'm saying to you, respect your mother, respect your father, and let us have unity among ourselves. Then we'll have a successful Bong County, and you can join me in making Bong County better.
Awesome. It was, amazing meeting you. Such a humble person. I remember when I walked into your yard, I thought you were just an ordinary person. It was but you are very humble, and I'm honored to be sitting down here with you, be talking to you today. All right. But before we go, can you speak to the Bong County people?
I just want to thank you.
And can you pull in your dialect? Yes.
I just want to use one word. Just yes.
Thank you so much. A pleasure meeting you.
Oh Lord, we thank you for Jonny Kpehe, for what all he has done in the life of so many people. Oh, we thank you for Jonny Kpehe, for what all he has done in the life of so many people. We better thank God for you.